Yeah, I asked.
Okay. Ooh. What did I get? Oh, it's John.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our Sault College Spring Ceremony. It's so nice to have everybody in person again this year. Just a few points. Make sure your cell phones are on mute so as not to interrupt the ceremony. And if you need to leave once the ceremony starts, please just go through this entrance and exit. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Under the authority granted to me by the Province of Ontario, Sault College Board of Governors, I hereby declare this convocation to be open for the conferring of degrees, diplomas, and certificates. Please be seated.
Please stand if you are able and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Thank you very much for that, Maggie. That was wonderful. My name is Colin Kirkwood. I am Vice President, Operations at Sault College. On behalf of everyone at the college, I welcome each and every one of you to this convocation ceremony. Thank you for joining us today. We will be hearing from a few speakers with messages to share with you as you graduate. You then will cross the stage and become a Sault College graduate and alumni. We send appreciation to all staff and volunteers who helped make today possible. Very well done, and thank you. We once again like to extend our thanks to Maggie Gasparetto, who sang the national anthem today, and Kevin Ulrich, the lone piper. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. As I call your name, please stand and remain standing. Carly Campbell, Registrar. Rich Peters, Vice President, Strategic International Development. Marilyn King, Associate Vice President, Academic. Carolyn Hepburn, Dean, Indigenous Studies and Interdisciplinary Studies. Olamapo Aganote, Sault College Student Union President. Ryan Venderman, our special guest today. Tom Amble, Chair, Sault College Board of Governors. Dr. Ron Common, President. Ahmad Al-Kassani, Keynote Speaker for today. David Orzetti, Dean, School of Aviation, Trades and Technology, Natural Environment and Business. Sherry Smith, Chair, Natural Environment, Business and Culinary. And Lori Crossan, Director of Continuing Education and E-Learning. Thank you. Please be seated. I would also like to welcome the special guests in attendance today. Dr. Lorraine Frost. Penny Perrier, Public Relations and Event Management Advisory Member. Laurie Burrows, Chief Financial Officer, Sault College. Matt Traynor, Director, Student Services, Sault College. And Hugh Stevenson, Chief of Police, City of Sault Ste. Marie. I would now ask our faculty seated in the floor area to stand and be acknowledged by graduates, family, and friends. Just a personal thank you to the faculty from me, because I know how hard you work and I know how dedicated you are to student success, so thank you. Your efforts have made today's celebration possible and will certainly contribute to the success of our graduates. Our first speaker today is Dr. Ron Common, the president of Sault College, who has served in his role for the past 14 years. And in these years, Dr. Common has instilled in all of us a passion for student success and has taught us that students come first. He holds a PhD in educational administration, and over the past 14 years has helped the college grow and prosper like never before. Dr. Common?
First, Ani, I wish to recognize that Sault College is in the Robinson-Huron Treaty Territory, and we have an obligation to recognize that our partners, we want to honor Obajuan and Kitiganside First Nations as the original caretakers of the land that Sault College is on, as well as the contributions of the historical Métis Nation in the stewardship of this territory, Chi-Miigwech. Graduate, family, friends, and guests, as President of Sault College, I want to welcome you to this celebration of Convocation 2022. After 2 years without an in-person convocation, and for many of you having missed a high school graduations as well, I was determined to have this graduation occur in person if humanly possible. I'm so grateful that we're able to take this opportunity to acknowledge your achievements as a graduating class and celebrate your successes. You deserve it. And it's also the best day of the year to be president of Sault College, because we're educators. We love to see our students succeed. And we hope your time here at Sault College is just the beginning of our meaningful relationship with you. Thank you, everyone who is here today. It's a pleasure to welcome your families, your friends, some who have traveled from out of town to join this important and joyous celebration. Some are attending remotely, even internationally. At Sault College, we pride ourselves on providing a personal touch. So you're going to see informality today. We have a total of 1,600 graduates over 3 days, and actually we have 3 more convocations in Southern Ontario, which puts us at over 2,000 graduates this year. We want to make the convocation personal. That's why we scheduled 4 of them, to give you the time and the recognition you need as you cross the stage. Graduates, take your time, enjoy your moment. Graduates, you can take great pride in your accomplishment today with the public recognition of job well done. Today's your day. You should be justifiably proud, but I'm sure you recognize you did not do this on your own. As is our tradition, I would like all the graduates to rise, turn, face your family, your parents, your partners, your friends, and applaud them for the support they've given you over the years. Graduates? Thank you. Graduates, you've faced tough challenges that we couldn't have predicted or imagined. Through it all, you remain strong, resilient, dedicated to your education and your future. Today is a culmination of all your hard work. I'm incredibly proud of your ability to be adaptable and persevere. And I'm very, very proud. I'm actually in total awe of our international students who are here today, that you have left your country, your family, your friends. You've come to Sault Ste. Marie to study with us, and without family support, I admire your courage greatly. Graduates, congratulations as you look to the future. You should be optimistic. You have unparalleled job opportunities due to demographics. There are headlines in the papers yesterday about employers are really worried they can't find employees in Sault Ste. Marie. We're providing 1,600 of them at this convocation. So we're able to help drive the economy of Sault Ste. Marie. Now, with an aging workforce and an aging president, sadly, it's very hard to predict the future, but you are the future. I'm hoping in predicting what the future holds in the fast-changing world, I hope we're going to be better at it than Bill Gates was when he said, in 1981, which is not that long ago, he said, 64K ought to be enough computer memory for anybody. And he said, we plan to move to 640K after 10 years. And it felt like something that would last a great deal of time. Our system at Sault College is 38 million times 64K, 38 million times. And this explains the fast accelerating pace of change that we're now seeing. Part of the explanation for the acceleration is, many of you know about Moore's Law, which states computational processing power will double every year or every 2 years. And this pattern has lasted for over 50 years. But when you keep doubling something for 50 years, you get some really big numbers or capacity. That's why we're seeing capabilities we've never seen before. Self-driving cars, robotics, unmanned flight vehicles, artificial intelligence giving us computers that can think on their own, wearable technology that you can purchase in the stores. Our students were faced with technologies with disruptive potential. We focused on artificial intelligence, advanced robotics, advanced manufacturing, 3D printers, computers with AI capabilities. We've invested in this technology to prepare you for this future. Now, graduates, I would claim that we've made major advances in the last few years. We've changed the world for better, but unfortunately, graduates, we've damaged Mother Earth, polluted the air and the water. We have greenhouse gas, climate change. There are still conflicts around the world, child poverty. Even in Sault Ste. Marie alone, we have homelessness, we have mental health challenges, addiction challenges. We have issues where we have to work on reconciliation with Indigenous people. But that reminds me, I do want to tell you, we've made major advances in our work with the Indigenous communities. In 1968, the year Sault College opened, in all of Canada, there were only 100 Indigenous students enrolled in post-secondary. 100 in 1968. This year alone in Ontario, there are 14,000 Indigenous students enrolled in post-secondary education. So we're making major advances. So graduates, now is your time to look at the world around you. You need to decide what needs to be changed or fixed and get busy. Decide what kind of Canada you want in the next 20 or 25 years. And at the risk of sounding pedantic, I would like to provide you with a piece of advice from my years as an educator. When you look at these challenges, I'm encouraging you, please, take chances, aim high. The famous Canadian philosopher, Wayne Gretzky, said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So graduates, take risks, go for it. Many of you business students here today, create your own jobs. If you crash and burn trying, it's better than if you ever tried at all. I don't give this advice to our aviation students. Don't listen to people who tell you what's not possible. Just do what needs to be done. Nansen, a 1922 Nobel Prize winner and Arctic explorer, said, the difficult is what takes a little time. The impossible is what takes a little longer. So graduates, in tackling these challenges that I've offered that are out there, I have to remind you, unfortunately, we have all by necessity practiced risk aversion, harm mitigation due to COVID crisis. But this must not become your way of life post-COVID. Now is your time to be bold. Don't be fearful. I'm reminding you of our slogans and branding on billboards around this city. Having shown the world you are amazing, having discovered the real you, now The world needs you more than ever. Go get them, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Common. It's my pleasure to welcome to the podium our next speaker, Tom Amble, Chair of the Sault College Board of Governors, a volunteer and leader in our organization. Mr. Amble.
Thank you, Colin. Today is such a special and important day, and I'm excited to be here on behalf of the Board of Governors to share our well wishes and congratulations. I'm a little disappointed in regards to the number of accounting students because that was my chosen profession, and I found it to be one of the most exciting and I guess beneficial careers I could have chosen, and I would have said that even before the Excel spreadsheets came about. Remember how happy you were 2, 3, 4 years ago when you were accepted into Sault College program of your choice. Your life then had direction and purpose. You now are about to make a second decision, and it is this accumulation of correctly made decisions that brings success. Not all decisions have to be made correctly, but cumulatively they must be correct. Some might say you got lucky in your decisions. My response was always, yes, I got lucky, but I found out the harder I worked, the luckier I got. Even in retirement, you have to have direction and purpose. It just becomes family, friends, and health. Now, I don't want you to leave here today and say, Eureka, I found my purpose in life, retirement, and you go out and buy a warm sweater and some slippers. It just doesn't work like that. You have too much to contribute to this world, to make this world a better place. And as Dr. Common said, our generation has not done a great job with Mother Earth. Just remember, the decisions you make must reflect your desired direction and purpose. Enjoy every moment of this day. You earned it. And on behalf of the Sault College Board of Governors, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Amble. I would now like to welcome our keynote speaker, Ahmad Al-Qassani. Ahmad is a graduate of Sault College from the School of Business, a Syrian refugee who arrived in Sault Ste. Marie in 2018. Ahmad is currently the finance manager with the Sault College Students' Union and a part-time accounting professor at Sault College. In addition to his Sault College diploma, Ahmad has a degree in math from Damascus University and several other certificates in business administration and data science from other universities. Ahmad is a very active member of the Sault Ste. Marie community, volunteering with World University Service of Canada and the Sault College Community Career Center as a board member, as he sits on the Sault Ste. Marie Finance Committee. Before he came to Canada, Ahmad co-founded and established a humanitarian initiative called Global Education and Refugee Org, or GERO, in Lebanon. It is an educational outreach organization helping refugees and youth facing hardships. Currently, GERO has more than 25 volunteers from more than 5 countries and has trained more than 150 youth across multiple disciplines. Ahmad is notable in the Sault College and Sault Ste. Marie community for his leadership and skills and engagement in global issues. Please welcome Ahmad Al-Qassani.
Thanks, Colin. All right, I just want to start first by saying, isn't it really great that we're all here gathered in person celebrating the graduation without the need to wear masks or maybe to socially distancing? Isn't it really great that we all get the chance to wear our fancy clothes and put the beautiful gowns our graduates are wearing? For me, it's really beautiful because I got the chance to put nice clothes, wear a gown, and speak in front of more than 100 people, which is something I haven't done in the last 2.5 years, and that's probably why I'm so nervous right now. Okay, so hello everyone. I am Ahmad Al-Qassani, a proud graduate of Sault College School of Business, the Business Accounting Program. Probably you're familiar with my name from the monthly newsletters that I used to send when I was an SCSU president, and probably you've got bored of them and didn't even open the email after a month or two. Some of you also know me from the classroom where I teach business and accounting, and I also see some of my students here, so a special congratulations to you. I am honored and privileged to be here today to address the graduating class of the 2020. In the last few years, I am sure each of you will have faced challenges during your studies, but you drew on your unique resilience and strengths to overcome these obstacles, and the process redefined what you are capable of achieving. More than ever, businesses, clients, and communities need the skills and resilience you possess to navigate the disruption caused by the pandemic. Class of 2020, you have made it, and now, or soon to be, a Sault College alumni. This is a time to reflect on what you have already accomplished and what opportunities lie before you. It is also a perfect time to show your appreciation for all of those cheerleaders and supporters who have helped you to get to this place. There will be those teachers, mentors, friends, and family members who have propelled you forward, who have been there when you have not been sure where to go or what to do. And they have been supporting you in ways you cannot even quantify. To each and every one of these champions, a great big thank you. Success is never born on an individual without the help of others. Don't let anyone have you believe that that is the case. 10 years ago, I was stuck in the worst civil war in the modern world, the Syrian war. 5 years ago, I was stuck in a refugee camp in one of the worst countries you want to be a refugee in. 4 years ago, I made the decision, a hard one, and accepted a scholarship to come to Canada, leaving everything behind, my family, my work, my friends, and all that, dreaming of a better future. Today, I'm standing here before you as a Canadian permanent resident, waiting for the oath, hopefully soon to be a citizen. Former CSU president and currently a finance manager of the Sault College Student Union, an organization with a multi-million-dollar budget that represent and advocate on behalf of more than 3,000 students, represent on all different government levels. I am also a part-time accounting professor where I can do the things I enjoy the most, reflect and pass my experience and learning to others. I also volunteer, as Colin mentioned, on multiple boards, locally and nationally. Locally wise, I volunteer on the Sault College Board of Governors, the Algoma Workforce Investment Corporation, Sault Community Care Center, and I sit on the Finance Committee of the Sault Ste. Marie. Nationwide, I volunteer on the World University Service of Canada Board of Directors. Throughout the last 10 years, I have failed miserably multiple times, and I had to start over in different places from scratch more than 4 times. I have lost time, money, so much effort, and I have lost friends and even family members. But that doesn't matter anymore, because every time I failed, I learned something new, and every time I have restarted, I have benefited someone, some people. I don't want to make it a tragedy or talk about my story, how I got here and what happened. It's a happy day, and you should all be happy. I just want to tell a little bit, pieces of it, and hopefully that's going to give you some word of advice. I born and raised in a village in Syria, and I went through my high school, and during my high school, I have the hope that I will go do some bachelor degree, be a math teacher, teach at the next door school, and start my own business because I would have the summer off. After high school, I started the bachelor degree, and everything was going well, very, very okay. And halfway through, the Civil War started. So everything got destroyed, even the school next door. So there is no chance there. And at that time where I had to make the hard decision, and with my family I split off, and because they left to a nearby village, and I had to go to the capital city where I can continue my education because it was #1 priority. When I left the village, I have to start #1 from scratch. All my experience that I have in the small business didn't matter, and education wasn't completed. So I worked in a restaurant as a busboy, cleaning dishes and all that. I didn't give up, and I stayed optimistic, and I took opportunities one after one until I got myself a position in one of the biggest banks in Syria as a teller, and that was a huge achievement for me. I stayed there for a couple of years till I finished my graduate degree. Then I was put again in the same place where I have to leave to a different country this time. So I made a decision and left to Lebanon, where there I stayed as a refugee. When I got there, it's the same thing again. You have to start from scratch. All the education you got, all the experience you have is not valid. The only experience actually that benefited me is washing the dishes in the kitchen of the restaurant. And that's where I started, actually. I started in a restaurant again. Stayed there for a few months, and I saw the need for educations for the kids and children in the refugee camps. So I started volunteering with different NGOs, with different global organizations, and I taught the small kids, and because I don't want them to miss on school and education. Until after a few months, I secured myself a position with UNHCR and UNDP, and I became an official teacher who teach. And also, I became a teacher trainer, where I can actually train teachers how to deal with challenges and how to deliver educational perspective for people in need or in challenges. Then after that, with a friend, I co-founded an organization, which, as Colin mentioned, it's called GERO. And that organization also focuses on education, because I believe education changed the world. And through that organization, we start delivering materials and courses, not only for children and kids, but also for adults. And we taught all the adult people how about the business essentials and how to start your own business. A few years later, I had to make the decision again and leave Lebanon and come to Canada. And this is where I accepted a scholarship through WESC, and I came to Sault College 4 years ago. And again, I have to start from scratch. All my education and experience wasn't valid. So college welcomed me with a warm heart and open arms, and I really appreciated for that. And I started as a student employee, made my way with the Sault College and the Student Union as a VP and then a president, worked at the financial services for a bit, and now I'm a finance manager at the CSU, and I also teach accounting. So the little boy whose dream was to teach math at the next door school now is a part-time professor at Sault College, an internationally recognized institution. So my advice for you here is don't give up. No matter what happens, keep going, even if you have to start from scratch. There is always opportunities, and take these opportunities. And believe me, you will fail at some point of your life, which is totally fine. Just accept it, because you're not going to succeed without failure. As long as you try hard, learn from it, and move on, then you're all good. Carry no regrets. You don't have time for regrets. Accept who you really are. All the opportunities will open up to the people who are up to the challenge and who will keep trying new things, exploring, questioning their own limitation, and who try to reach beyond their own capabilities. When you get into the situation and you don't know what to do, just ask yourself, what would the person who I want to be do in this situation? And do that. It's a very simple but hard to follow principle. But believe me, it works. Try to find mentors and ask for help and advices. I wouldn't be in this place if I didn't get help and advices to navigate through all these challenges. Of course, I want to mention a few names from Sault College who mentored me and were always there if needed. First one, Dr. Ron Coleman, Janice Beatty, Lori Burrows, Sherry Smith, and Sue Misasi. So thanks a lot, and I appreciate all the advices. And my advice for you, grad, is find mentors. Grads, you have the advantage of exceptional training and the experience of building and working in high-functioning teams. You will take these experiences and your skills and translate them into practices for now and for our future. My hope for you is that while you're doing this, you will stay committed, connected with each other and to Sault College. When I was asked if I would consider coming here today to stand up and give my thoughts and perhaps provide some advice, I thought, who am I to do that? And what do I really know? I am not Oprah, nor Barack Obama, that's for sure. I couldn't really come up with a ready answer. So I thought, no problem, I can work this out. I went to Sault College, and I can problem solve after all. So of course, I did what a normal person would do. I asked some friends and coworkers about what I should focus on in my speech and what is my best accomplishment in their point of view. I got lots of answers. Some were very helpful, and others didn't really know about myself. Some were funny, and others were really weird. They varied between focusing on future goals, graduating school with honor, leading the CSU team and the organization, my nationwide connection, and even some recommended talking about my love life. Told you, weird. At the end, I asked myself this question: what was the most important thing I have learned at school? And what was the one thing I wish I would have learned at school before I've left? Answering that wasn't easy, but for me, it was very clear. At school, I have learned lots of educational and practical stuff. But the most important thing is that after so many fails and a tough life experience, I have learned to live and to enjoy life. Learn to move on and keep trying, make the best out of everything, even after getting a C or a D marks in the exam. Don't give up. We hear so many people saying that your college's year are the best years. And it's true to a certain level, excluding the pandemic that happened. So after living them, try to make all your years, even after college, similar to those you enjoyed. The thing I wish I learned before leaving is, if you graduate with a 4.0 GPA or with a 2.0 GPA, you still are a graduate, because a graduate is a graduate. Don't blame yourself for not being on the top 10 list or for not graduating with honor. You had fun and you have learned a lot, and that's what matters the most. Class of 2020, congratulations. You have earned it, and I wish you all the best in your next chapter. Make a difference and live with purpose. We are so proud of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ahmad. We're actually very fortunate to have Ahmad as part of the Sault College community, so thanks again for those words. I would now like to introduce Ryan Venderman, our special guest today, who is receiving an honorary diploma in sports administration from Sault College. Ryan is a graduate of the Police Foundations program here, and while at Sault College, captained the Sault College hockey team to our first ever national championship. You can see the banner proudly displayed in the rafters here in the gymnasium. Ryan is currently serving our community as a police officer, and was recently injured in the line of duty, is now recovering, and hopes to be back serving the community beginning in the fall. Today, Ryan is being recognized for his service to the college and his service to the community. I would now like to ask Ryan and Dr. Ron Common to the front of the podium, where Dr. Common will present the honorary diploma. Thank you very much, Dr. Common, and congratulations, Ryan. And now we welcome the students to cross the stage and become a Sault College graduate and alumni. To your right is where graduates will be approaching the stage to be congratulated by Dr. Common. Family and friends who wish to do so may move to the photograph area to the left of the stage. When you see your graduate rise to get into line, please make your way to this area via the rear of the gymnasium. I ask that the platform members responsible for this part of the ceremony please approach the front of the stage, and that students prepare to line up as directed by the marshals. Graduates and guests, presenting the Lear pipes to the graduates are David Orzetti, Dean, Aviation Trades and Technology, Natural Environment and Business, and Sherry Smith, Chair of Natural Environment, Business and Culinary, and also Lori Crossan, Director of Continuing Education and E-Learning. Congratulating the graduates is Dr. Ron Common, President of Sault College.
Okay, I'm pleased to introduce the following graduates have completed studies in the business program. First of all, Evan Bello. Okay, Lucas Chisholm. Amber Cook. Abby Engel. Manpreet Kaur. Felipe Bofim. Felipe Marquez. Rupapreet Mangat. Tristan Sachetta. Lovepreet Singh, honors. Daniel Sopra. Fraser Willett. Okay, and the following graduates have completed studies in the Business Accounting program. Janina Magazzo. Jenna Nicholson. And Harmony Ando.
The following graduates have completed study in the Global Business Management Program. Yanyun Chen. Alice Kiambao Derit. Shivani Diel. Sandeep Dylan. Syriac George. Rishab Grover. Savan Javia. Drisya Kalukadivil Aji. Avneet Kalra. Shubham Kashyap. Malik Kathiriya. Baljinder Kerr, Honors. Parminder Jit Kaur. Puranjit Kaur. Navalin Kerr. Jayant Kukreja. Daljit Singh Bra. Kuldip. Rahul Kumar. Jisman Matthew. Prem Kumar Mohana Selvam. Jaslyn Kerr Saran. Navjot Singh. Kusam Varma, Honors. Vijen Wilson.
The following graduates have completed studies in the Healthcare Administration program. Pia Teresa Camille Ciarel Llano, honors. Rosemary Tumanil Buyulaki, distinction. Jacqueline May Carpio, distinction. Seemabin Ananbai Chaudhry, honors. Maria Liorgi Takolin Infectana, distinction. Biberly Bernardo Fernandez. Angeline Salvatierra Hipe, distinction. Ramandeep Kaur. Melanie Conchetta Lancita, distinction. Talil Majid, honors. Angeline Josel Andul Meneses. Teresa Marie Martinez Nareg, distinction. Neha. Kirsten Emily Denise Capistrano Oliva, honors. Dixit Devanshibai Oza. Abhishek Ashok Kumar Patel. Kinjal Anandbal Patel. Krinal Shailesh Kumar Patel. Manali Patel, distinction. Prachi Alpesh Kumar Patel. Priyanka Baihan Surezbai Patel, distinction. Lakshmanan Rajendran, honors. Kavita Rani, also a graduate in gerontology, multidiscipline. Simran Sidhu. Ronak Rameshbai Vigasya, honors.
The following graduates have completed study in project management. William Crespo Panuncia. John Jos Honas. Jelaine Quadrante Qualis. Mary Joy Grande Fortuno. Johnny James, distinction. Perseus J. Shao Luna. Hannah Cherise Baban Manalo. Angelica Guadalupe Melchor Garcia. Alfredo Jr. Castro Natividad. Angelo Garcia Pineda. Gladys Sinahan Regidor. James Ryan Rizaga Regua. Honors. Jasha Aaron Sabitsana Rasuro. Kasiraj Sabarayalu. Nisarj Bhavin Kumar Thakur.
The following students have graduated in the Public Relation and Event Management Program. Arpitha Ajit, Honors. Mario Troya, Distinction.
The following graduates have completed studies in the Supply Chain Management Program. Maria Carreno, Honors. Maneth Hernandez, Distinction.
Wait till I tell you.
Oh, okay. Janil Modi, Honors. Shivaz Sachdev. Willard Salanandan, Honors. Ushini Lankna Warna Surya, Distinction.
The following, The following graduate has completed study in digital film and production. Gabriel Layton. The following graduates have completed study in graphic design. Jada Avila. Juliana Bedin Decuma. The following graduate has completed studies in occupational health and safety. Aaron Puma.
Please join me in saluting the graduating class of 2022 from the School of Aviation, Trades and Technology, Natural Environment, and Business. Congratulations, grads. Before we hear from the Abajuan singers and the Anjamajining dancers who will send their graduates on their way, I would like to invite you all to join together with your classmates, family, professors, and friends after the ceremony for a reception outside the main entrance. I wish to thank the Abajuan singers and the Amanjanan dancers for their presence today. Dr. Common will now close this convocation ceremony.
I now declare the convocation to be closed. Please rise for the honor song and remain standing till the platform party leaves. Thank you. I see the drummer running up the stairs. If any of you got a Russ picture with me that you want to retake, I'll be outside at the reception, happy to pose with you.